Now, I'm not going to lie, this could be the coolest video on the channel, and that's because the guys at Lidsters have sent us 2 brand new deluxe cool boxes to take a look at. Let's go. So, not so long ago, I did a video all about the 16 and 36 litre cool boxes from the guys over at Lidsters. And, well, they went down pretty well. Some of you, however, did want an in-between size, and others wanted an absolutely monstrous one. So, the guys at Lidsters have listened, as per usual. And here is the 25 litre version and the absolutely massive 68 litre version. Since filming that first video of the 16 and 36 litre cool boxes, I've used one on pretty much every single session that I've been on. Keeping food and drink fresh and cold is really quite important, especially in the heat that we've been having recently. However, if you're one of those people that like to keep your fresh food and meat and whatever else in a carrier bag sweating in the back of your bivvy, the guys at Lidsters also do a product for you. Please check out one of my more recent videos all about the Lidsters toilets. Anyway, moving on to the brand new cool boxes. As I said, we have got a 25 litre and a 68 litre, so now there really is something in the range to suit everyone. The larger 68 litre cool box, as I said, is absolutely massive and has ample space for even the longest of trips inside of it. Would also be perfect for a shorter trip where lots of beverages are required. Think perhaps like a festival or something similar. To give you a better idea of the actual storage space inside of this, if you take your sort of normal 330ml Coca-Cola can, for example, this will hold nearly 100 of them, 96 to be exact. And the dimensions come in at 65 centimetres by 47 centimetres by 41 centimetres. So as I said, it is a rather large bit of kit, and because of that, you're going to need a little bit of space in your car or van to transport it. The smaller 25 litre version is that sort of in-between size from the 2 that were originally available. The Goldilocks size, if you like, is perfect. It's not too big, it's not too small, just right for a 24 or 48 hour session. And realistically, that is the sort of timescale that most carp anglers have on a regular basis. And once again, if we revert that literage back to that 330ml Coke can, this will hold roughly 36. So still plenty of room. As I said, if you're only going for a couple of days, you're certainly not going to need anything too much bigger than that. The dimensions on this one come in at 46 centimetres by 37 centimetres by 31 centimetres. So as I said, it is quite a lot smaller, but that means it's more compact and more manageable while you're out on the bank. The entire range incorporates a high-density PE outer shell, meaning they're tough, they're durable and rugged. They're basically ready for any outdoor adventure. They're not suitable just for fishing, but also camping, festivals, you name it. Anywhere that you'd like to take fresh food and drink with you, outdoors, these are going to do the job. As you would expect, these are fully weather resistant and super strong. As you can see, it doubles up rather nicely as a little guest chair. Of course, they look the part in that khaki and black finish. You will most definitely have the carpiest cool box on the lake. The larger 68 litre cool box has got reinforced wheels on the back and then sort of like a tow-along style handle on the front. Of course, because it is such a large cool box, once it is fully loaded, it is going to be pretty heavy. So those things have been put in place to make sure that sort of manoeuvrability is pretty straightforward. Whether you're going over grass, gravel or mud, you can be sure that this is going to be nice and straightforward. When it comes to getting this large cool box in and out of your car, you'll also be pleased to know that it's got a grab style handle on either end. It just makes the whole thing that much more simple. The 25 litre cool box has got a more conventional flip up style handle. Has however been reinforced to make sure that it can handle the amount of weight that you're going to be putting inside of the cool box. Keeps the whole package nice and compact, but makes sure that you can get it around the lake with minimal fuss. Internally, these cool boxes have a food grade PE liner. Basically means that anything that you put into that compartment is going to be safe. None of the plastics could possibly taint any of the food or anything like that. The other major advantage to that is the fact that it's easy to wipe clean. If you happen to have a spillage, a baby wipe, a Dettol wipe, something like that is going to get you out of trouble with, again, very, very little fuss. Sandwiched between that tough and durable outer and that PE food grade liner is of course the most important part, the insulation. This is the bit that keeps your cool box cool. Inside of these we have a high density PU foam, which is great for keeping temperatures stable even in hot weather. On multiple occasions, these cool boxes have been put to the test. If you were to put freezer packs and ice into these cool boxes, providing you only open the lid on the sort of odd occasion, basically keeping it down to a minimum, you can still expect to see ice cubes 7 days later. 7 days for an unpowered cool box is really quite impressive. There is no doubt in my mind that these will be able to keep your food and drink cool for 48 to 72 hours with just the use of the freezer packs, which, I might add, come included. The 25 litre cool box comes with 3 500ml freezer packs included. The 68 litre one comes with 8. Put it this way, bags of ice, they are a thing of the past. On the underside of the lids, there are inserts for some of those freezer blocks just to make sure your food is cooled from every angle. The lids themselves are secured in place with 2 heavy-duty clips, and as you shut that lid down onto the cool box itself, it feels nice and tight and snug. It's just another way that the insulating properties have been boosted. On the top of the lids, you will find some cup holders. There's 2 on the 25 litre and 4 on the 68 litre. There are also a couple of rulers to measure your catch. Now, obviously, that's not something that we use throughout carp fishing, but some of you may have a use for it. The 68 litre cool box also has a drain plug on the side of it for those of you that like to use ice straight out of a bag. If you're thinking about purchasing more than one of these because you want a couple of different size options for different events, then you'll be pleased to know the 16, the 36 and the 68 litre with all stacked inside of each other. These are basically the coolest Russian doll in the carp scene, and it just helps to keep your garage that little bit more tidy. Now, when it comes to pricing, we already know these are going to be at a good price point. The guys at Lidsters look after us time and time again, and well, as per usual, these do not disappoint. The 25 litre one with the included 3 freezer packs comes in at $49.95. The 68 litre with the included 8 freezer packs comes in at just $99.95, and with Lidsters, a free delivery option is always available. For any more information on these, make sure to head over to their website, have a look at these and all of the other great kit that's on there. You certainly don't want to miss out any of that. If you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and of course make sure you hit that bell icon so you don't miss out on any future uploads. And I will see you in the next one. Thanks very much.